So what we're going to show you here is a little demo, assuming it works, unlike the last one. The multiple VXWAN segments, right? We're going to provision for you 2 VXWAN segments, and we're going to show you how we can actually take PCI traffic from the branch, identify it, carry it into the WAN, and then into the data center.
And I think it's important to note here that the way they're doing it is application-based. So you're not writing an ACL. You're not having to create a long list of things. This is application-based.
Okay. And then we're going to show you just a couple of simple examples. One where a malicious user gets access to a PCI application, tries to run it from an untrusted segment of the network in their branch, and how it's blocked. And then we'll show you how good PCI traffic flows through the network. So here I've got my environment where I've got a couple of stores plugged in. And then here I've got all of the flows that are going on in my network. So I'm just going to look at 2 applications, my PCI application and just a regular data center server application that they happen to have. And then you're going to see now all of a sudden the specific PCI and server applications show up. 52 is a bad guy, by the way. 75 is the nice person. So you'll be able to see now for this bad person, look here. I've got some SYN requests coming in, but the FINs don't get through. What's happening here is CloudGenix blocked those connections before they were able to get through. And now I'm looking at a good connection, and you're able to see the SYNs and the FINs are actually propagating through. So what you saw in this environment is 2 things. Truly the ability to differentiate between good traffic and bad traffic, not just based on an ACL, but based upon business attributes. Who the user is, where they're coming from, what they're trying to do. You've also seen a defense in depth model. So that bad user, we're able to block them at 3 points in the network. 1 at the firewall, coming into the data center or the WAN segment. Secondly, CloudGenix also is able to filter that bad traffic based upon what the specific application is, where they're coming from, and where they're going to. Right? So that gives you your ultimate defense in depth model at the branch. And then thirdly, the same sort of enforcement happens at the WAN segment to data center boundary. So that gives me my defense in depth model. So I've got 3 places where I am going to catch malicious traffic. Unlike typical models where I lock the front door, once I get in the front door, it's easier to get into the other doors inside. We actually at each stage are able to, by policy, enforce security there.